Alright, in the left-hand side of the map, we have Fiven playing Rhomb in the red versus Mastro playing Sigrid in the teal. So, I think these are definitely two of the strongest players in the community right now. And they were definitely putting a lot of work into their games that they played last month.
Yeah, Fiven especially has been on a very upwards trend, uh, like recently. It's been like really improving a lot.
And, I mean, I think this is a situation where both players agreed to play, not necessarily like low-tier commanders, but definitely they didn't play Valdemar. I know Mastro has been quite vocal about before they play their games, they'll have a quick agreement with their opponent as to what kind of like level of commander are we going to be trying to play here. So
Yeah, that's the Mastro does do that. He'll always like pick a commander that he thinks is on a similar power level to yours.
and
Which, I mean, makes for some. I mean, I think it's fine to play some games where the commanders aren't like super matched sometimes, but
yeah,
that's just how he rolls, I guess.
we had some early aggression coming out here from both players.
Yeah,
Master went
we
for
have
that.
a. I mean, I guess Fiven went for the capture with Rhomb onto the forward water village, and Mastro wanted to punish that. They didn't do it with Sigrid because they healed earlier and left that village decapped instead. So I guess that's why they are doing that.
And we're seeing two very different kind of opening styles coming out from both players here as well. Like we've got
Yep.
the sword capture from Master in the back versus the merfolk capture from Fiven.
And I mean, what you gain from what Mastro is doing is like you have a better commander position in the middle, and in small maps that can be really important because you can push. If you can push the enemy commander off of the center, then you can get a really good position since like commanders are so important on smaller maps. But Fiven healed like pretty late, and also like they were fighting over villages, so that means they'll have more money to play with.
Okay, well,
All right.
Fiven clearing up the top waterfront right now. Although I guess there's a merfolk and another riverboat to contest. So
Oh wow! Actually, one side effect of what Fiven was doing is that Rhomb built a lot of groove, and I believe Sigrid and Rhomb have the same speed, so
yeah,
this isn't a difference in charge speed. It's just Rhomb having built more groove.
yeah. Although Sigurd's on 99, so it's not a massive difference. But ooh, this is a little bit spooky.
I
I
mean,
don't
I
know how
think
safe that
I
is.
trust Fiven to calculate lethal when he stands next to a river. Um, And like, and now you see Sigrid wasn't really like if Rom survives this turn, Sigrid won't have been able to really push off Rom the center, and so the opening won't have like achieved the main idea of why you go for it. And I mean, I didn't like study the opening like super in, intensely either, so I maybe it just flows better to do that for player two.
Yeah. Okay, well, we don't see Sigurd going for any kind of lethal there. I think Mastro's just like, yeah, there isn't an option, but they get a little bit of poke damage. There's nothing to stop this Harpy harassing, so
Yep. Actually, now that I'm thinking about like the harpies make me think on this map, like harpies are way faster to come out than mages. So there's always kind of this situation where the harpies are out and then you have one or two turns where they hit things before the mages arrive. And Sigrid is like one of the commanders who doesn't have that problem because like around this timing where the harpies will arrive, Sigrid will have groove and you can use it to numb a harpy. And I mean, it's not like Sigrid is gonna get like way a very big unit on this map, so killing a Harpy doesn't have much opportunity cost. Unless you're fighting Mercia or something. But it looks like they're investing actually quite a bit into naval. The Mastro even built a harpoon ship in the north. Now I'm like that seems a bit premature. I think like it's true that the harpies will eventually like go to the north because you'll have a harpoon in the south to defend that from the harpies, and you have mages on the land to defend from the harpies. So the harpies will naturally end up to the north eventually. But this harpoon ship seems a bit too early. Like the harpies aren't even there yet.
Yeah, and there are actually harpoons on both waterfronts as well, so
Yeah,
just like
I
doesn't
mean
want
it's
to
a
let.
good long-term investment, but maybe it's not like the best short-term. And now, like speaking of short-term, you have Rhomb and quite a bit of army actually, kind of posturing in front of your stronghold.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of damage actually.
Yep, and looks like Fiven's gonna go in this turn. Not gonna groove. Um, and I think Mastro was like hitting Rhomb a bit to with the Harpy to like weaken him a bit. But Harpy is like if you want to, there's an idea where you weaken Rhomb so that when he grooves, he's not full HP and doesn't deal as much damage. Ooh, there we go. Sigrid Groove gonna clear Harpy.
Yeah, tier
Yeah.
2, so yeah, she's invincible.
Ooh, actually, tier 2. Maybe. Yeah, I guess you couldn't really have grooved from a more aggressive position to make use of the invincibility, really.
Yeah,
But
this
yeah,
wasn't
now
an option, so.
Sigrid is covering one side of the stronghold, but it's not like the best side to cover.
I guess if nothing else though, it means you can just stay
Yeah.
alive. You don't want to deal
Actually,
with.
Rhomb with the mobility from the groove might be able to just reach any sides they want, really.
Yeah, ooh, what are we gonna see going
Alright.
down here?
Setting up a crit, like, that's what ROM players like to do.
Oh, is this actually
Oh,
death?
this is tier 2, wow. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there was.
That was honestly fantastic pressure there from Fiven.
Yeah, I think this was like, I think there wasn't like any major tactical mistakes from Mastro, but I think they invested too much in the waterfront. Like they had the harpoon ship on both sides. If you look at Fiven, he only like built riverboats and merfolk on the water.
Yeah.
That probably allowed Fiven to invest more into the land and win that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, good strategy from Fiven, good understanding of the map, I guess.
Yeah, and good understanding of like how to play Rhomb in this situation too. Like you just have to open a
Yeah.
side on the stronghold for a night crit, and then Rhomb just like throws a bunch of, I don't know what those are, crystals.
I think they're crystal shards, yeah.
Yeah, he just throws those in, and then stronghold goes down. So yeah, really nicely played there by Fiven. It was a really good game.
Yeah, and I mean, really hard to defend your stronghold against Rhomb Groove. I think maybe like it's possible if but you would have to like use Sigrid tier 2 and like stand in front of your strongholds to defend it with that.
Yeah, you
But I
definitely
mean, I
you
don't
need something
think.
bigger than
Yeah,
like it was like a sword or something in front.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
very hard. And I think Rom could have like killed with tier 1 because the backside of the stronghold was open, so he could have just like walked around. But yeah, tier 2 really seals the deal. Like I don't think maybe there. I mean, there probably wasn't a way to defend from Mastro because Fiven got a good position.
Yeah, very true. Now let's go into the next game.